Hi, my name is Preston Light. I'm from the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Texas, and I'm a musician and a painter. I create, I call it ambient guitar just because it's easier to say that than say like calming sonic soundscapes to escape into. That doesn't fit uh, in a genre tag too easily. I've heard it's lulled some people to sleep, which makes me so excited. It's been played in some yoga classes, which I love, and a word that I keep hearing back from people is it's very meditative and it puts them in that state. And I think that is a really just beautiful thing that it's happening naturally to people unprompted. We all have minds that contemplate and minds that need to relax. I don't think my music is inherently masculine at at all. Really, it's not loud, brash distortion and heavy overdrives and that kind of like just very manly, macho. I think in the States we'd call it like butt rock. I don't I don't make that. I like pretty sounds and calming spaces, and I don't think it's my place to say it's maternal or femme, but it's nice and it's sweet. Sometimes it's a little spooky, but that's the world we live in. I don't know the first time that I heard the word feminism, but my mom's a hairdresser, and I grew up. And most of her clients are ladies, and I grew up in the hair salon for a lot of my life, just like after school and whatnot. And I'd sit in the side chair while, I think bartenders, hairdressers, and doctors hear everything. And these ladies would kind of spill their life and their troubles and struggles to my mom about, you know, husbands and partners treating them like a second class citizen, not making enough money, not knowing what to do, and just trying to find a place for women in the patriarchal South. And I think after years and years and years of hearing that, and also having an older sister, and kind of seeing, like what it's like to be a young woman, what it's like to be an older woman, just kind of put me in a place where I was more cognizant of that, where is I was in the Boy Scouts and around guys, but I never quite saw the depth of masculinity at a younger age, where I was at times every day sat down with the lives of women. I don't like using blanket terms, but I think this calls for it. Like, men don't listen enough, and because it's not like the problems are difficult to see or hear about or find. They're pretty blatant and in front of everybody. But if you don't open your ears and just sit down, you miss these things. In my circle of friends, we'd absolutely speak about feminism and these and feminism, climate change, equality, labor issues. My sister and I were just talking to my mom before I came out here about the menagerie of issues like this, and she was like, "Do you talk like with your friends about this stuff?" And I was like, "Yes, this is the topic du jour." I mean, I don't put myself in situations with people anymore that don't speak about these things, and not in like an echo chamber kind of way, but if you're not, it's 2023. If you're not on this page, I God help you, you know. With the patriarchy and the way that this entire planet is set up, like as shitty as it sounds, if I can say that, it's going to take men to change it, and I don't like that. I wish that it could be a more like even playing field of change, but as long as the men hold the majority of the power, it's going to take them to I want to say open their hearts, but some of these guys, I don't think they have those. So it like, men just need to step up. Men need to step up and also step back. The patriarchy wants to hire from within, just like any corrupt power. They want to hold on to that absolute power. So it's yeah, like, I think at the end of the day, people in power should not be punishing people or casting them aside or hurting them because of their perceived or identified genders. It's not like cohesive to a peaceful world. Like, people in power should be striving for peace, not a bottom line, not making as much money as possible, not holding on to power. So whether it be a man, a woman, someone non-binary, like, they should be striving for equality in their work. So elect the feminists. Promote the feminists, because I think in time, like, those countries, companies, not that there's hardly a difference between either of those things anymore, like, they won't survive if we don't do that, or we won't, which is the kind of the dire underline of this whole situation. Is like, the patriarchy has kind of hit its fall of Rome era, I feel like, where the writing is really just like on the wall, and everyone is, where the patriarchy feels like it's giving those last really, really scary grasps on things. And I think what we're feeling right now is that squish that, they're like, they don't want to let go, but they see that they're going to have to change, or they're going to be pushed out. I theorize that these kind of like laws and things like overturning Roe v. Wade and getting rid of affirmative action, these are kind of like the Hail Mary passes of the right. And you only do these kind of passes when you know there's a pretty good chance you're about to lose. And I take a little solace in that, because if they feel like they're about to lose, that means that we can feel like we're about to win, and not losing hope or sight of that is just paramount right now to overcoming it and getting through, because I think it's possible, and I think we're getting closer every year to that. Yeah.